Hello students, welcome. Okay students, in previous class we were discussing about the political science, our constitution. So this is the topic what we are discussing. So far we discussed about the salient features, means salient features, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, the democratic system, federal system, all those things we have discussed. And the last one we were about to discuss, that is the party system. So this is also one of the important salient feature of Indian constitution. So party system, students, so party system, so political parties are the main pillars. Political parties are the main pillars in our Indian constitution and the democratic system in our country. So political parties are the main pillars to legislature wing and the executive wing. The executive and the legislature wing, the political parties are the main pillars. Political parties means we have many political parties in our country. So central and state level, in the both the level we have political parties. For example, BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party. So it is a political party. And Congress, Indian National Congress, INC, Indian National Congress, it is also example for political party. JDS, Janata Dal Secular, JDU, Janata Dal Union. So these are all example for political parties. AIADMK, so from this Tamil Nadu. So these are all political parties. So we have more than 200 political parties in our country. So anyone can participate and anyone can be part of these political parties. There is no restrictions. In case if you are not belongs to any national political party, you can run your own political party. So that priority is there in our democratic system. So what will happen? So why it is important in our Indian constitution, in democratic system? So if you want to enter in legislative wing or executive wing, you must win the election. You must participate and you should elect from the people. Then only you can allow to go to the legislative wing or executive wing in parliament. So if you are participating through political party, the people will elect you. In case if you are not, you can run your own political party or independently you can run. So political parties are very important. So because the majority, those who will win more seats in elections, they will be responsible to rule the government in executive wing. In case there will be no majority, so two political parties, coalition means what we used to call Sammishra Sarkara. So they will join together and they will rule the government. So such that priority is also there in our Indian constitution, in our democratic system. So it is called coalition government. Coalition government means more than one political party and other independent candidates, those who are elected by the people through election, only they can rule the government in case if no political party gets majority. So this is one of the important salient features in our Indian constitution. Well students, we will move towards the fundamental rights, one of the important for us. So there are 6 fundamental rights are there. Just write these 6 fundamental rights which is given in your textbook and practice without seeing, practice. So we'll discuss one by one. Right to equality, students. Right to equality. So all are equal. We can't able to see any inequality in our Indian in our democratic system. All are equal, whether he is poor, whether he is rich, whether he is a minister, whether he is a common person. All are equal before law. All are equal before law. ಅಂದರೆ ನ್ಯಾಯದ ಮುಂದೆ, ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಮುಂದೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರೂ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಂಥ ತಾರತಮ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮೇಲು ಕೀಳು ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಈಕ್ವಲ್, ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ವೆದರ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಆರ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್, ಗರ್ಲ್, ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಬಾಯ್, poor, rich, anyone, There will be a no caste system, no religion, okay, no richness, no social status, all are equal. Okay, it is very important in our political, so in our fundamental rights, fundamental rights. So what happened in olden days when there was no freedom, when the British were ruling, so there we have seen many inequalities. For example, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, in classroom he was allowed to sit away from the students because of his caste. So there are many examples like this. To avoid all those things, in our Indian constitution we have adopted the constituent assembly adopted right to equality to remove all these things. Next is right to freedom. So we are living in independent country, independent state. We don't have any restrictions from anyone. We don't have any restrictions from the government. We don't have any restrictions from anyone. So everyone are allowed to roam wherever they want and to work whatever they want, but under the rules and regulation, under the control of the law. The law is there to protect us and to control us. We should not go against the law. So we have freedom, but it should be some limitations. We should not go against the law. So if we go against the law, so it is not going to considered as freedom. So it is going to considered as a crime or a wrong way of living life. See what, for example, right to freedom. See in our country we don't have any restrictions to go anywhere. We can being from Karnataka, we can move towards Jammu Kashmir. We can go to Tamil Nadu, Kerala. We can go wherever we want in our country, within our country. We can practice whatever we want. We can choose professions, anything. There is no restrictions. So this is the right to freedom. Next, right against exploitation. Right against exploitation. In case if you observe any a crime, a criminal activities, so which is not safe for our society, our government, so you can raise your voice. You can raise your voice. So that is called right against exploitation. Right against exploitation. For example, say dowry system, girl child abuse, and mentally harassment. If you feel any cases in our society, so being an independent citizen, you can raise your voice. In case sometimes some governments also will announce us some schemes and plans which is not familiar for us. For example, last week some rules and regulations were introduced against the farmers. All over India the farmers have done the strike. Yes or no? So this is called right against exploitation. So this is our one of the important fundamental rights. So next is the right to freedom of religion. Right to freedom of religion. So the concept of unity in diversity, students. We have many religions. We have Hinduism, we have Christianity, we have Jainism, Buddhism, Sikh, we have Islam. We have many religions in our country, but also it is considered as we are Indians. So like that, you can choose any religion. You can choose any religion. There is no restrictions. There is no fixed religion for citizens of India. So being an Hindu, you can convert into Christian, you can convert into Buddhism or Jainism, or you can convert into Islam. So we have seen many examples in our society. For example, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he was born in Hindu. He was born in Hindu. After finishing his profession, everything, means after the age of, after crossing 50, 55, he converted into Buddhism. He embraced Buddhism. He embraced Buddhism. Okay, so this is the example. So like this, we have many examples like this. So, for right to freedom of religion means there is no religion restrictions. You can practice any religion. You can go to any temples. You can, being an Hindu, you can go to masjid, you can go to church, you can go to monasteries, Jain monasteries, and being a Islam, they can also come to temples. They can also go to visit to church. There is no restrictions. There is a freedom, complete freedom, right to freedom and right to freedom of religion. Okay, students. So this is also one of the important fundamental rights. Next, cultural and educational rights. Cultural and educational rights. Culture. Our Indian culture is one of the richest culture. So it is our duty to protect and maintain our national culture. And education. Everyone means students, everyone are allowed to go to the school without any restrictions, or educational institutions. So government is providing free education. Government is providing free education in all the states, and the government has taken some schemes for the students for the development of their knowledge. Government is providing midday meal. Government is providing free food and free textbooks, free uniform and free bicycles. In some states, students are getting free laptops. All these facilities are giving under the educational rights. The act is passed, RTE, Right to Education. This is an important act. Even some private institutions also giving free seats under RTE for the development of the students. So these are all fundamental rights. Next is right to constitutional remedies. Right to constitutional remedies. So we will move towards this. Just hold on, students. Well, students, the next fundamental rights is right to constitutional remedies. Right to, in this rights we have all these important aspects: habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, jurisdiction, certiorari. All these things we are going to having in this fundamental rights. So what is the meaning of this? Just go to page number 54, students. Just underline these the right to constitutional remedies. Underline first 5 lines. I'll just read out. The Constitution has not only given fundamental rights to the citizen of India but also guaranteed them under the Article 32. Whenever the rights are violated either by a person, state government or central government, the citizens may appeal directly to the Supreme Court of their protection. Okay, after this, just underline this also: the art of soul and the protector of fundamental rights. The protector of fundamental rights. Second line from the below in this paragraph. So what is the meaning of this, students? Okay, students, in case if central government or state government or any other political institutions, if they misuse their power, if they won't work properly, being a citizen, being a common person, we can question it. So that power is there for in Indian constitutional system. So it is called right to constitutional remedies. Right to constitutional remedies. For example, see habeas corpus. What is the meaning of habeas corpus? High profile persons, not a common persons like us, not as citizens. So almost they are also citizens. For example, they are in high profile. For example, governors of state, the prime minister of the country, president or Supreme Court judge, High Court judge. So these are one of the important occupation in our country. In case if they misuse, their power, in case they have done any crime or any mistakes, the police cannot be arrest immediately. There is a procedure. Procedures. What is the meaning of that? Habeas corpus means they should step down from their position. the court, the judicial system under the Indian constitution, they will give the order, they will pass the order to that particular person, those who are in position. They should step down, they should resign immediately, and they should step down, and then only they can, the police or or any other person, they can take them to judicial custody. They can take them to judicial custody. So this process is called habeas corpus. Habeas corpus is a order which is going to pass to a person, whether he is a prime minister, whether he is a president, governor, judge, anyone. It is not going to happen. Sometimes it happens in case they misuses the power. So it is called habeas corpus. Mandamus. Just hold on, students. Okay, students. Mandamus is also just like a habeas corpus. So the Supreme Court or High Court which passes the order to legislature wing or executive wing or any other political institutions, if they not work properly, if they are against people, if they misuse their power, if they misuse their to run the government, or in case if they are not showing any interest to run the government for proper development of the people or work. So in such cases, the court, High Court or Supreme Court will issue the order to that political organization, whether it is a state government or central government or any other local self-government. They should work properly. It is a order which is given, which is going to pass by Supreme Court or High Court. Okay, students, this much is enough. So rest of the points we will discuss in next class. Just read the lesson, you will come to know. Thank you.